My name's Tristan Nichols. I'm the Maritime and Defence reporter for the Herald. I'm here down at 10 Dock in Devonport Dockyard, down at the Naval Base, with HMS Ocean behind me. She's currently undergoing a £30 million restoration refit programme. Secured, basically safeguarded 600 jobs at Babcock. That's 600 jobs at the Naval Base and Dockyard. That's a really positive thing. I'm going to be hoping to meet the commanding officer of the ship just to get some ideas of what's going on and how it's been going.
Good morning, Commander David Salisbury. I'm the captain of HMS Ocean. We're currently in Devonport Dockyard. About midway through a year in very capable hands of Babcock Marine in a £30 million refit, which is investing in the ship to enable HMS Ocean to arise and turn back into a warship again, the Navy's largest and most relevant warship, and take her back to sea, which we hope to achieve by August 09.
When did she come into dock?
We arrived back from a very successful Caribbean deployment where we were countering drug runners in the Caribbean. Arrived back in July and shortly thereafter went into our upkeep period or our refit in September, and we aim to arise again to be able to go back to sea in August and shortly thereafter to join the fleet for a series of training exercises before we're fit and capable to deploy as part of the Royal Navy's frontline fleet.
Brilliant. Now, £30 million sounds like an awful lot of money. What's it being spent on?
There's an awful lot of money which is being spent on this project. It's absolutely essential to be able to invest in HMS Ocean. She's got another 15 years or so worth of life left in her yet. It's very important that we invest in the increasing capability and also to allow her to plan with confidence, to allow her to remain in service for another 15 years or so. Particularly we're looking at upgrading her accommodation on board and carrying out the requisite maintenance on all her plant and machinery, domestic conditions, electricity generation, all those things which are essential to be able to take a 24,000-ton warship to sea with confidence and her enabled to be at sea in a good, strong, material, robust state.
So her role is to actually go out there, provide support and sustain, not only the Navy but also the Marines anywhere in the world now. So it's important that they have the most up-to-date facilities available, I guess.
Yeah, I mean HMS Ocean's role is very much to act as a commando carrier, to be able to take troops at political request to anywhere in the world as part of an amphibious force, and then to be able to project those forces ashore and to sustain them from the sea. And that capability of working independently and without host nation support, with all the flexibility that gives the Navy a tremendous asset in its amphibious squadron.
And how's it going? I mean, to date, I hear that we're on track.
Yeah, it's a busy project, as you can see from going on around me. We are currently on board a construction site, but if we are on track, work is continuing. We're working very closely with Babcock Marine, and I'm confident that we'll be able to emerge again like a phoenix from the ashes, and to be able to go to sea again in August prior to our sea trials, which will give us the confidence to continue into our operational sea training. And by early 09, we should be back up and running as the Navy's primary commando carrier.
Thank you very much.
What we're trying to achieve in this space here, and what a considerable amount of investment has gone into, is upgrading the habitability of the ship to enable us to transport Marines and indeed the support helicopter crews who will transport them ashore to anywhere in the world. That may involve them being on board for anything up to 6 months. So what we're trying to achieve in this and many other spaces like it is to invest in creating accommodation for them, both bunk spaces and recreation spaces, with their own proper amenities, which will allow them to be sufficiently comfortable and subsequently be able to enable them to be projected after being well looked after on board.
Great stuff. And where are we at the minute in this room?
We're what's known as on 2 deck at the moment. We've just come down from the flight deck, and the whole forward part of the ship is mostly devoted to accommodation to what we know as the embarked military force, both the airmen and the soldiers and Royal Marines who will eventually go ashore.
Great stuff. And this room seems to be in a bit of a state at the minute. What will this be? This particular room? I mean, what's going to be in here? Is it bunks? Is it?
Yeah, this will be what's known in the Navy as a mess deck. Royal Marines like to call it a barracks, but nonetheless does the same role in that it's an accommodation area. It will have about 25 bunks for Marines to live in relative comfort, and also a small, what we call as a recreational space, whereby they can relax and to be able to brief and concentrate on what they have to do instead of get put ashore.
This is very strange for me. The last time I was on HMS Ocean was actually in Sierra Leone about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I'm in the hangar right now. Back then the hangar was full of helicopters, all-terrain BB vehicles. It was rammed. Marines were down here working on things. Now it's basically a building site. You can see behind me tarpaulin, there's wood everywhere. This is basically a huge workshop which all the guys from Babcock are using to complete the process.